Hi, my name is Liana Veltkamp, and I'm here to talk to you about the benefits and need for early intervention to evaluate preschool and kindergarten children for risk factors that may indicate a disability. There are a few things that I would like to take you through today. I'd like to go through the benefits of early intervention and how it supports the development of children with exceptionalities. I would like to describe some of those benefits to families and children with those exceptionalities. I would like to go over why collaborating with families is important when working to identify risk factors and some strategies that go with that. And then I understand that everything comes with risks and obstacles, so I would like to make sure that you know that I see and understand some of those things, so I will go over some of those as well. There are many important and beneficial reasons of early intervention that support the development and learning for children with exceptionalities. The Early Learning Institute says that there are many benefits of early intervention. Some of those reasons are, number one, it makes the most of learning through play. Play helps with brain development, so if there is a developmental delay, getting support early is essential. It can also reduce the need for special instruction in school later. Specialists can meet and work with the child, helping them meet their developmental milestones. One big thing that is great that can be an issue is cost. A lot of times, early intervention, though, is free if you can catch it. The last reason why early intervention can be a really great idea is that it can help the parent advocate for their child early so that they can continue to grow and they know what to fight for, and they then begin to understand the disability as well, which also will then help for parental advocacy. Some benefits of early interventions to families of children with exceptionalities, as PACE Center states, is that it can help families support their child's developmental growth. It can also help prevent child abuse when they can understand what's happening within the home. This creates empathy within the family, and instead of resentment and frustration, they're able to identify. It solves a lot of possible tension within the household. This is also a positive for the families where parents are married. It can also create a closer bond, which is only better for the child so that they don't feel any guilt. There are so many reasons why early intervention to families of children with exceptionalities states, but my last and final is that it creates a home life that is functioning and healthy. I think when everybody's able to understand siblings, parents, and then the child themselves, it really creates a bond within the family unit. Next, I'd like to talk to you about why collaborating with families is important when working to identify risk factors and early intervention strategies for children from birth through the ages of 8. The strategy will help the student to stay on their educational path as they grow. When community and families are able to collaborate, test scores will go up. Connected and Engaged states that when communities and families collaborate together, it actually showed that their math and reading scores for a third grade cohort improved by 27 and 16 percentage points over a 2-year period. When children feel like people are for them, they tend to want to perform and do better for them. They want to feel seen. They can also learn from each other. Not only the child can learn from other children with the same disabilities, but the families can also learn from each other as well. They can learn how to cope, how to handle different situations, how to handle assessments, and all of the things that come with the assessments as they walk through that. This will then allow families to have a group, almost like a cohort, to work together for a long period of time, kind of like do life with, if you will. The odds of them being together all the way through the school, if they are in the same area, which creates the community, it's great. So why not just work together and figure things out together as they go through school? The last thing that I would like to bring to your attention is I would like to discuss the obstacles that could hinder early intervention and or collaboration with families and how to overcome some of those challenges. I understand that troubles come and things are always, and some things aren't always beneficial, but I'm willing to see and help fix some of those obstacles. Some things that may happen is that it can create a miscommunication between families and pediatricians. They can hinder early intervention because sometimes doctors can just fail a little bit at discussing clearly the referral process. There can be a disagreement between doctor and family on whether or not to proceed with the evaluation and the assessment. Another factor that can be an obstacle is that language barriers and cultural differences can also create a little bit of tension. If the parent also does not have a good relationship with the school, the trust between the two can be hindered. So if the school is encouraging the child to get services and need an assessment, and the parents do not have a good relationship, that can also hinder. This can be a big obstacle because if there is something or not within the child, it can be a problem. If there is something that's there and the parent or the families do not agree, then the child will not benefit. If there is something not there and the school is encouraging assessing and the parents decide no, it can also kind of at times create a label on the student as well. So it is important to always have that connection. There are many things that I would like you to consider as you think about the benefits and needs for early intervention. I appreciate you allowing me to come in today and talk to you about my concerns and how I would like to advocate for early intervention. Thank you for your time.